So inshallah ta'ala, we'll begin. You guys feed me samosas, then you want me to lead your prayers and teach you. Also, we want to thank and congratulate our brother Zatmar and sister Zarmina for completing their nikah. So make sure to give him some mubarak on the way out, inshallah ta'ala. So we're talking scales of knowledge, levels of certainty. We're talking inductive and deductive arguments, right? And we talked about the two methods of what they call science, right? That inductive, it is, right, to make an observation about the world, right? I see 12 black swans, and I say to myself, my hypothesis is that swans are black. Or what? Or I say to myself that the probability of the next swan coming, right, is going to be black, and I can put some type of probability on it. But the second I say probability, it means I'm not certain, right? And when we're investigating, right, when we're doing our i'tibar, our investigation, right, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, right, فَسِيرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ فَانْظُرُوا كَيْفَ بَدَأَ الْخَلْقِ, right, travel the earth, right, and investigate how He originated creation. When we're doing our investigation, Allah wants us to reach yaqeen. فَعَلَمْ أَنَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا هُ, right, La ilaha illallah. Allah wants us to reach certainty. He doesn't want probability. He doesn't want you to hope in meeting Him. He wants you to know that you are inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. He doesn't want you to think, oh well, there's a good probability that I will die and then I'll meet Allah. No, this is not what Allah intends for His ibad. Allah intends for His ibad to have yaqeen, alladhina hum yuqinun, right? They are certain in this reality. So how do we reach certainty? We said deductive reasoning. It is to look at a general empirical argument and then take from that general empirical argument a conclusion. So we say the empirical argument is humans die. Then from there I can say Safwan dies. And we've already covered the cosmological argument. We've already covered so many things, so we don't want to spend too much time going over that. But I want to teach you guys here today the concept of knowledge, right? That knowledge is not data. Knowledge is not probability, right? Knowledge is a thing. It is or it is not. You cannot waver. You cannot doubt it. So if I say Abdul Majid is in the room. If I say Abdul Majid's in the room, I say, yeah, Abdul Majid in the room. I'm looking right at him. I have absolute yaqeen. He's sitting right in front of me, right? So this I would know, ala ilm. But in a different scenario, right, if I'm standing outside, they say, is Abdul Majid inside? Or I can say, oh, well, he was there a minute ago. But it could have left, or there could be a million things. Then it would be dhan, or ghalibatul dhan, or shak, or waham, and any of the lesser, right? So knowledge is something that there's no doubt, there's no waver. It is a clear reality, right? And it does work in the world. So if we'd say there's a subject, so Abdul Majid is the subject, right? And then I say he's in the room, so he's in it. So Abdul Majid has the quality of being in something. The room has a quality of encompassing something, right? So when I make a statement, for instance, I say Abdul Majid is in the room. I'm making a statement that Abdul Majid number one exists, that the room exists, and the room has the quality of encompassing, and Abdul Majid has the quality of being in something. Right? So you understand, when we make logical arguments, right, we entail several things, right? And from those links, that's how we create the deductive argument that leads us back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when your link is strong, your argument is strong. If your empirical arguments are strong, then your whole conclusive argument is yaqeen. It is not full knowledge, right? And all that entails. So I want to get more into the scales, but for now I want to share something which we call the Dunning-Kruger effect. Anyone heard of Dunning-Kruger before? No? So it's basically Dunning-Kruger. He has a study in which he shows that low ability, low knowledge equals high confidence. And when someone doesn't know anything about anything and he has very low ability, he actually has incredible confidence in his ability and in his knowing, right? But then when they get a little more knowledge and a little more mastery, they fall into the valley of despair. So they think they know nothing, right? Until they get more mastery and more confidence before the confidence comes back, right? And this is actually part of why ilm al-kalam is important, is because it gets rid of delusions. It gets rid of wahm. Any type of ignorance that you were festering inside of yourself about your abilities to know, right? About where you stand in the world. This knowledge will kind of shake you up a little bit, put you back in your place, and you realize, get back to that point where you say, you know what, maybe I don't know. And then from there you build up your confidence again with real knowledge, not just with delusions of how great you are and how smart you are and how, right? So inshallah ta'ala, tomorrow we're going to keep going, and I'm going to, inshallah, be analyzing some of the popular deductive arguments against the existence of God, particularly in Christianity, some of the Christian theodicy, which is popular amongst agnostics. I'm going to show you why these are weak arguments, and I'm going to show it to you in a way that you can replicate it. So if your child, la samah Allah, or one of your co-workers or another fellow Muslim, you hear repeating these types of arguments which sound really cool and scientific and smart, and I will show you why they're foolish very easily. So inshallah, that's what we're doing tomorrow. So the problem of evil, we will talk about it tomorrow. Jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.